The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're building or buying or selling a home, the Real Estate Crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
Welcome and thanks for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party. And look at the learned panel I have today.
Where the heck is Tony?
He's underneath me.
That's how he got you
To
here.
be, that's where I want him to be. That's where he'll stay.
I heard he had a hangnail. Is that true?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's like a
Is that the reason he gave you?
Yeah.
He had an infected finger?
He's like a
I said,
Chris Hill.
yeah, it's the best you can come up with. I was pitching in Worcester the other day and got
Well, he said
infected.
the finger was okay though.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
It smelled like sardines. But still.
Okay. Whose idea was this?
And we're off.
Chrissy
We're off the
asked
air
what we're going
already?
to talk about today, so you could probably run with that. That's going to be that
what
first
is-
minute should be able to
What is it?
be
Infected
succinct in what we're going to be
finger
talking
smell
about.
like?
Yes.
Sardines.
I can see the title now. Fishy fingers.
Fishy
Great.
fingers.
Oh, no.
So
no,
to
no.
introduce everyone, three of the funniest people I've been able to work with. We got Kathy Holtshouser, paralegal extraordinaire.
And I'm just funny looking.
No.
Not
Brad
funny.
Mastrangelo.
Hi. I feel like there's something in front of my face.
There is.
You can lower it a little if you like.
And the pharmacist, Artie Januario.
That's me.
When's the last time you've been on? You've been on a while.
On what?
LSD?
medication?
You're a pharmacist. You tell me when's the last time you've been on it.
I haven't taken any
Now,
medication.
if you need LSD, who prescribes that to you?
Hector.
Whitey Bulger Foundation.
Oh, boy.
Artie just got back from
P-Town.
Provincetown. Yeah, I was there for 4 years with Super Stop and Shop.
What did you do for this super strong?
I did super pharmacy stuff.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah, it
time
was
we
great.
talk about Artie in the office, we always have to do the Artie super stop drop.
The
And
pharmacist.
everyone knows what we're talking about.
When you have everybody come and drop their drugs off.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you just go in the
Super
back.
Stop Shop.
Yeah, and you go in the back and
And we go,
package
oh my
the back up.
No, well, yeah, but we actually have a lot of fun. We're like,
You're pretending
oh
you're
my God,
throwing it out,
Yeah.
right?
She has another UTI. Yikes! You know what I mean?
A big gossip.
Oh,
big
yeah,
gossip
but
mill
we're
down there.
HIPAA certified though, so we don't talk about you outside. of
Oh,
the
you just
pharmacy.
Oh, yes, you do. We're on a podcast right now. and
Well,
you're talking
well,
about.
I didn't
I have
mention any
texts from
names.
you that can prove otherwise.
I didn't mention any names.
Oh, here comes the other crazy one looking for lithium. Or is that what that's called?
But I won't mention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they still call
pretend
it-
you don't know the name of
Artie,
the
Artie gave
hallucinogen.
everyone Viagra, no matter what they had. That's what Artie gave. Is this for cholesterol? Yes, it is.
It was kind of his
It'll lower
placebo
your
for everything.
cholesterol, but upper something else.
I kept those for myself.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, because you were actually during the day a carpet cleaner.
Yes, I am.
So what we got to do is put together some sort of. We'll get a nifty little name. We should have you guys do your regular jobs, and you're included as a paralegal,
I don't
and then
have any.
entertain at the same time. Because normally, if I had a carpet cleaner come over, I'd be gone for the day.
Right.
I stayed for the
You
3
stayed
Oh,
hours.
away
he
from
called
you
in
when I was
sick.
at your house,
He
yeah.
called in sick.
Well, let me can I tell you a little carpet cleaning story? This is people are
Yeah,
this
yeah.
morning.
Okay.
Before the parent ran. Lady called me for the 4th time in a week and a half that her dog
Yeah.
on the rug.
Yep.
And she says, maybe, I swear to God, she goes, maybe I'll get him a diaper. I said, how about a doctor's visit? How about that? and she doesn't even help. She doesn't even wipe. I get there and it's right in its whole essence. I'm like, can you at least maybe wipe up the, big stuff?
So you're not a carpet cleaner. You're not only a carpet cleaner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a
You sound
gastroenterologist. I
you
guess.
sound like a compassionate social worker at this point.
I mean, I crapped on the rug. No one would know the difference.
That would have been good. How do you like it, lady?
Ideally,
How do you like it?
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna.
dog- I said, have you taken him to the vet? She goes, well, no, but I think he got into something. The vet, it's literally right on the corner.
Right,
of us.
right.
I said, look, it's just, don't call me again.
Yeah, please.
Ever again.
She was my
How's your
number.
comedy career going? I go, fantastic. Don't call me again.
Well, she should keep calling. You get new material.
Oh, Artie, it was just, can you just
All right, so let's
prepare?
work on that. So you can entertain. You both entertain. All three of you can entertain while doing your other job
I
as
vacuum
well.
my own rug in the pharmacy. You should see when I clean the bag, the prizes that come out. Oh boy, Zoloft. You know?
Let me get that back on the shelf.
Oh yeah, you wipe them off.
Hey, those expiration dates really matter.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Just keep taking. They just want you to think it expires.
Right.
Aspirin, the only thing that expires.
Does it
is
expire?
Aspirin, yeah, it turns in because it's acetyl salicylic acid.
Well, I knew that.
That's so good.
It's a fun thing
Thank
to
you for
say.
explaining to the audience because I knew
Well, it
that.
breaks down to acetic acid, as you all know.
Yeah, we do
acetic
know that.
acid is vinegar, right? So if your aspirin smells
As
like
you well
vinegar,
know.
if your aspirin smells like vinegar, don't take it.
All right, how about
You can
this?
crush it up and put it in a salad, but don't.
Now,
Oh, boy.
how about suntan lotion? Don't go now. We're just hitting all our.
Artie told me about something.
Where are you going?
Yes.
No, I'm swinging. I love
Stay,
these.
stay put. Yeah, what about
Suntan lotion. You should replace that.
Does that expire?
every decade or so? No, that doesn't expire.
But what's the good you told me once PDF, anything over 30 is a waste of time.
SPF. PDF is
PDF is a
Parental Dementia Foundation.
Is it a file? A PDF? Is that what it is?
No,
Yeah.
it is.
That's
PDF.
right.
PDF. Yeah. Oh, whatever it is.
Is
PDF.
The sugar protection factor.
Oh, my God. I just snorted.
Did you
Did
guys
tell
get
me
all?
over 30 is a waste?
Anything over 30 is kind of a waste because the sun protection factor is a multiplication of how long you can stay in the sun compared to having suntan lotion on and not having sunscreen on. So if your sun protection factor is 15, you can stay 15 times longer than you could if you didn't have anything on. So
Is that how they came up with that? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's
We think
So
he's
when you
making
get
it up, Rick?
So when you get, he could be. You never know with Artie.
no, I'm not.
I know.
Everything's been made up so side.
I
You're
did
wondering
a
why I'm questioning.
research paper on this in college back
you
in
did?
1932. Yeah, and back then they had just zinc oxide
Yeah.
and cover people up.
Actually, to
you
your
learn a lot
credit,
from the Muslims.
you guys can probably agree is I got a lot of my COVID information from Artie.
We all did.
Yeah, we got that little concoction of.
Yeah, because nobody was coming in for the antipsychotics. So I figured, well, let me try a couple of these, and then I'd go online
and see what they really
post,
do.
Yeah, just post some things about COVID and stuff like that. It's funny, though, you know what I mean? Because it's over, but it's not over.
No, it's never over.
I remember,
It's never
I
over.
remember COVID hitting the fan, and I said, "Oh, this is depressing. I mean, we ever going to get work again? Am we ever seeing our friends again?" And you sent me a little video, and you probably sent out 1,000. I can't explain it here, but
It wasn't a dog on a rug, was it?
no, he had this guy come out explaining, geez, someone just offered me up toilet paper. If I gave them toilet paper, let me know when this.
Oh, I think I do.
He said.
Rick,
I would get.
I'm sorry, but no.
Oh, okay. You're in a rush to go.
gonna talk about a house.
Norwegian Cruise Lines is calling me. I wonder what they want. Should I get it?
Yes.
Oh,
I used to work for them.
how are
until
the
I told
cruises
them-
doing?
They're back.
Hey, can I
They're
ask you,
full.
either one of you, because you guys are superstars in the
Oh, yeah,
community.
huge.
Are you guys like Beyonce, where you bring your own toilet seats? Do you see that?
I did see
Oh,
that.
yeah. No, I just have a diaper.
Okay.
What are you going to...
What do you need a toilet seat for?
Yeah, I'm not there yet. Close, but I'm not.
Drop it,
I
drop
bring
it.
the toilet, but I bring the actual toilet because
The
I
whole
don't trust
toilet.
anything. I mean, the seat's fine, but there's an under the seat too.
On a
The whole
cruise ship,
base
he
and
uses
stuff.
the toilet seat like
Right.
a life preserver.
Oh, and
Just in case you get thrown overboard.
that's right. They have the life jacket drill, and I'm the only
Oh,
one
my
with the
God.
toilet seat around my. I says, look,
And
I
you're
might
the
have
only
to go
one
in the water.
floundering.
Now, how do you do in these cruise ships? You
Horrible.
seem
They
like
hate
you
me.
have a little bit. I'm not going to say ADD.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if I'm using the right expression.
I don't even know what ADD is.
Everybody's
It's
got it,
attention
though.
I know, everyone's
deficit
got it.
disorder.
My
And you
father
see-
just called me dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Everybody
yeah.
has it. And
But yeah,
some
go
people
ahead,
get
Rick.
prescriptions for
So
it.
I can't see you being contained on a.
No, I'm not gonna change.
That's tough. How long
No.
are you on there for? Like a week?
Just a week. Yeah,
Yeah.
week is the most.
Rick,
What?
the cruise ships are bigger than.
Oh, the
I
last
know.
one I was on, the biggest one in the world, 7,000 people.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
What? Which one was it?
Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Sea. And I'm like, I wonder where people are going to go because it was
Packed.
It's a city. It's
Right.
It's a city.
Maybe your experience was a little different.
I think so.
We had Kenny Rogerson on, and they literally had him in the bowels of the whole.
That's Carnival.
Of the
It's
whole.
a good place
That's
for a
Carnival.
terrorist
And if
bomb.
anybody goes on Carnival,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Why, if you have a bomb go off on the bowels, it won't affect the rest of it.
Well, it would just sink like the Titanic. It'd be great if you want to kill 7,000 people at once, plus the crew.
And we're not advocating for this.
Let's not
what
forget
are
the
we
crew.
supposed to do?
Just bomb it. And
That sounds like a lawyer joke.
you can use a drone just to the bow. Boom. And you don't want to go to the stern.
What
'cause
happens
that's
if
in
you
the
got
back.
7,000 people, 7,000 attorneys on the boat, and it explodes? It's a good
start,
right?
yeah.
Exactly.
One big lie.
And the crew was so nice, though. Mine was so nice. I got out of the shower, and he was toweling me off. Is that too nice? I just thought that was a little overboard. Overboard, see?
We see what you did. So, you still doing the cruises?
Yeah. I'm not doing one this month, but like just once a month at the mall. I'll take my wife next month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I do it, once a month is plenty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
Do you
do-
have
I
to
do-
sign like a contract to do so many times per year? or-
No. But I have the agent who does it. She wants me to go out, twice a month. But I'm
course.
at the relationship with her now where I told her I'd shoot her.
Yeah. GFY.
And now, and then I just got her to, and she's not, she's getting up there,
Your agent?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think she's lost it. And she wants like all this money, so I got her to go down lower on the percentage. Now she doesn't.
Does she even know what she's agreeing
She's
to
not
at
getting
this
anything.
point?
She's not getting anything. She's not getting a damn cent.
I've never heard you snort so much on this
Oh
show
my God,
before.
him and him.
No.
And together the last time I snorted on the
I
show,
didn't, I didn't tell her you were coming on. That was like a little
Oh, my
surprise.
I'm
Yeah.
psyched out.
Yeah,
I was
a
so
little
glad. So glad Brad was. I was so. I
You're
was
happy.
I was slappy to slim.
Oh my
This is going to
God.
get our ratings through the roof. I
I
know
would
that.
call Artie during COVID. I said, look, I got the sniffles, I think. What do you think? He says, you're dead. My wife would actually say, call Artie. My wife. I go,
Oh, yeah.
You know Artie. He's going to lie to me.
People would call me.
Yeah, I
I would
know.
say, "Well, get your affairs in order."
Yeah, exactly. I said, Artie, it says positive. He goes, no, that means negative. It's not. Matter of fact, go out and lick the rail. Now's a good time
Yeah.
to lick a handrail.
Yes.
Especially if
Or a doorknob.
Especially if it's cold out.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Now, vaccines, they
You
must have
want
been
one?
calling you all.
You want one? God.
Oh my God. All right.
People must have been calling you all the
All
time.
the time.
Yeah.
And not just for the vaccine, but for the cards. People.
Oh, yes.
They didn't want to get the vaccine.
Right.
They just wanted to get the card and have
Yeah,
me
yeah.
forge all the information. They were offering me like $2,000-$3,000 for a card.
Yeah.
Do you do it?
And how much
No,
you settle
I
for?
never did it. I should have.
No, but we're the type that
What's
would get
wrong
caught.
with you?
I know.
You know what I mean? You'd get caught.
I know. I should have just, what's the difference?
Tony would have done it, and he would have got away with
A
it.
lot of people.
Why do you think he's
would've
not
done
here
it.
today?
Exactly.
See?
Yeah.
He's spending
My
his
son-
I had a very good friend forge her own card.
She did?
Yep.
Now they don't
yeah.
even look at cards.
They don't,
You know,
no.
Before it was like, you can't come in unless you get a vaccination card to
Yeah.
Boston Garden.
I know.
And you sit here with a cardboard cutout of your aunt. You know, and it's like, what?
I think my friend's father-in-law showed a. Did they need something back in the last pandemic?
A polio vaccination?
Yeah,
or
that's what he
something?
pulled out. That's what
Artie?
he pulled out.
Polio.
I don't know about that
No,
one.
my friend's.
No, I'm just confirming.
Yeah, whatever he pulled out, he could have pulled out his driver's license
Oh, yeah.
or whatever
thank
it
God
was,
you went there.
or his
Okay.
parking ticket.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the little kids at the garden were just like, "Yep, go in."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't know what they were
It's
looking
funny
at.
how people thought of all the loopholes of how to get it. If you drove an elderly person,
Yes.
you were able to
I
get it.
remember that now, yeah.
Yeah. So
That was how the crazy.
And you also
people-
got cataracts from them.
yeah.
right.
People were
You got that mothball
picking up
smell. at
old
the- as-
people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Greg Murphy's got a joke about that. Reverse pedophile. It's elderly file. you just pull up, to the senior center
Yeah.
in a van.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And say, hey, who wants pudding and Jell-O? And they come in, and then you bring them to the vaccine place. And you wheel them in with wheelchair. And then actually, you don't even have to drive them home. You can just take off and just leave them there. As long as you get your vaccine, that all-important vaccination card.
Reverse pedophile, is that what it is?
No, reverse file.
Elderly-ophile. Something like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't call elderly, don't use the word pedophile.
Sorry.
And God
trigger
love
word.
Murph, he would say, and do you have anything in your retirement account?
I'll hold your purses.
I like Murph's story about the homeless guy who found the bag of money.
Yeah.
And
I worked with him this weekend.
And gave it back, and they gave what they gave the homeless guy? You probably
A plaque.
I know, even I know that
for the house.
What
I don't have
non-wall
a house.
on your non-house are you going to put that plaque?
He does do the best craft for us. Robert Kraft, I know.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
All right. No. It's a couple more.
No, look what time it is.
Okay, you think of some real estate questions while I'm back with these guys.
Is it lunchtime?
Yeah, it's almost there. Vaccines now. Where should we go with this?
I don't know. I retired. Leave me alone.
glad we got him on this show for his knowledge.
There'll be a single vaccine once a year. Is
that what
what's
they're
going to
doing?
happen? Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
Should we go for it?
But there's so many variants anyway, so
Right.
it
Yeah.
really doesn't make a difference.
I know.
So they're going to have like the quadrivalent flu vaccine. It has 4 different strains in it. So they'll have a separate coronavirus vaccine that has like 3 or 4 different strains in
Okay.
it. The Delta, Omega, Alpha. It's sort of like a sorority. You know what I mean?
So are you getting it?
No, I don't get any of that.
You don't?
Well, it depends.
All right, back to the cruise. What do they do for these?
Well, now
Nothing.
it used to be you couldn't get a show test. You had to get
Yeah.
tested the day before, and the cards, and a birthmark if you had one.
Yeah.
But now nothing.
Nothing, really.
They invented, viruses on the
The
cruises.
neurovirus.
The Legionnaires and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
never go on a cruise ship. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? I would go to see Brad.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
can see him in
Anyway,
one.
yeah.
Right.
I
They probably
I
get
might
the
come out
virus
this weekend
there.
to see you. But yeah, no, now it's and they're jam packed, sold out.
Really?
But there hasn't really been any cases.
I know.
Well,
I know.
listen.
Some of the crew down below have gotten it
Oh, yeah.
because they're really tight.
With Kenny
but-
Rogers.
But here's the
Kenny.
thing, too, is if they just ask you.
Yeah.
Like, even before you go into the hospital, do you have any,
Right.
have you tested positive? No.
No.
You don't even have to take the test. You just tell
It's
them,
true.
no, I am, no.
Do you have
I feel
any symptoms?
No.
Like runny nose?
No,
Like
they say
cough on
cough?
the face.
Hey, right.
My son-in-law.
But he's right. They don't. Okay, go ahead.
My son-in-law, Mike Flynn, wants to come up with this as a business model. False positive. Can you do that? So any test you take is a
False negative.
false negative. So it won't affect anything you do. So you just pull out with the negative.
Yeah.
Can you put that together?
Well, yeah, but it wouldn't work for a pregnancy test.
No. No.
Well,
It says I'm not pregnant.
I've seen people on ships that I think were very pregnant, and they're not. So it could work. On
Oh yeah.
Well, on
Did you ever
the
say?
Carnival
Did you ever
cruise
say
line.
when you do?
No, I always say on stage, I go, some of you people, obviously, with the bathing suits, obviously just do not have a mirror in your cabin. Not even a window for reflection. Or a good friend to take you
Yes.
aside.
Or they just don't care.
Oh, the Quebec people.
Oh, the Speedos.
The
Oh,
Speedos.
God.
The
Yeah.
Speedos.
Oh.
So,
You know, beauty comes from within.
Not
Thank you,
really.
thank
Not
you.
always. I say to love your body, but no, we have to look at it too. kind of a thing there.
We are going to get some information by the end of this that could save people a lot of
Real
aggravation
estate, yeah.
and a lot of money. We're just not there yet. Let me ask a Wayland trivia question.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
All right, here's the Wayland trivia question.
oh boy.
Who was the first band to ever play at the Wayland High School concert in the Field House?
What year?
It was, that's a good question, and you might have the answer to this because they actually did it in Reading High too. 1973.
So it was a
I know who
Boston
it is.
band.
I know
You know who it is.
I know who it is.
You do?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to say Nat King Cole.
No,
Nope.
No, someone way
1973.
cooler than that.
Come on.
Aerosmith?
Yes.
He's
Was
got
it really?
a gun. Yeah.
Oh, I
of
didn't
course.
I never
Ding,
knew that.
ding, ding, ding,
They
ding.
used to be
Yeah.
they used to be the house band on Saturday nights at a place called Scarborough Fair down Revere Beach, and we would go every
Aerosmith?
Saturday night. My friend Fast Eddie was a bouncer there, and he'd get us in. And then
Fast Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew Fast Eddie.
There was fights and beers, Heinekens. The Aerosmith
yeah.
would be playing pool and stuff.
Really?
And pool sticks. It was great.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun.
It's like, hey, you guys are making an album? Good luck.
We used to work at a supermarket. We'd go out because they rented a room. This is 73 as well. One of the guys was from Reading, so they rented some house at the end of the parking lot. And I saw my manager going out there, and he was listening to Aerosmith, the beginnings of Aerosmith. So, Revere.
Yeah.
Trivia for that one.
Scarborough Fair.
Scarborough Fair.
It used to be the ebb tide where the gangsters hang around. I would shine shoes there as a kid. And
Would
I had
ya?
to hide the shoe shine box because my mother didn't want me doing that.
Oh, yeah.
The guys would give me like $5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you a couple tips on horses and stuff and the
But
dogs.
then they found it, and I had to stop doing that.
First,
First dead body I saw was right behind there.
really? Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I was like 12. Anyway.
Who was it?
You know how he shined his shoes for the funeral.
And that's his estate for
You
$5.
can't go in a casket with those shoes. Come here.
It used to be so easy to get into cars back then, too. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially because people leave their windows down.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
air conditioning
Oh,
in
yeah.
the car.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
leave them- You just
all
go
the
in and take
electronics
whatever
now.
you want. Cigarettes. You take cigarettes. People have money and stuff in the car.
Artie's really fessing up to a lot on this show.
Well, he's beyond. It's been 7
Well, it's,
years.
yeah, the statute of limitations, it's been 65 years.
He's fine.
He's safe. He's
Yeah,
safe.
he's fine.
First America's public beach.
Revere Beach.
That's right.
Beach,
That's right. Imagine that.
You know I was public because the gangsters decided to charge you for parking. So the city of Revere said, hey, we can make a few bucks here. We got people coming to the beach and parking here. Charge them for parking.
All right. Who else lived in Wayland? And I'm saying this because is
Well, if it's famous.
that well, I'll give you these are tough
Yeah.
ones there, but Tom Hamilton.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably the reason.
From the Aerosmith.
Yeah, he lived in Wayland?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Tom Schultz of Boston.
Wow.
They all lived in Wayland?
At one point, yeah.
Never knew this.
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams was
Yeah.
in Wayland?
Wow.
Do you know where Dudley Pond is?
Yes, I do. There's a place called the Shat, which is a dive bar, but they like my wife will only have fish tacos from this place. They're
Really?
unbelievable. Yeah, the Shat, the Dudley Pond Shat.
Have you ever performed there? Or is it that type?
You couldn't pay me to perform. No, it's a little. They have like music. Some.
Okay, yeah.
Hamilton's coming.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, from Aerosmith.
Oh, so you're going to have to. Is he?
I have no idea.
What is it, a
You
pond?
can't remember
It's a little pond,
these.
yeah, it's a nice
I mean,
little
listen
pond.
to anything that they say.
Dudley Pond?
Dudley Pond.
That's Henry Thoreau's cousin.
Yes,
Dudley
because he's down the
Thoreau.
street in
Yeah.
Concord.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
think they're making some.
Well, yeah, no, that was on Walden Pond.
Oh, Walden Pond.
That's
that was
Concord.
that was Henry
Close.
Thoreau.
Henry Thoreau.
I've only
And
been
there's-
there once, Walden Pond. My daughter for a school. We rode
Yeah,
up. Like
so did we.
Some of the
I
stuck
went
up
to-
snobs.
It's great, though, the Concord people.
Oh, the Concord people.
Can you imagine how bored he must have been, Henry Thoreau?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
They just
go
take
out
his
into the
shack.
woods to.
They take it to his little shack.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a
an
room.
outhouse.
It's a
know.
room.
Yeah, that's what he did.
It's cool, though.
It is cool.
He invented the magnifying glass from the sun on the ants. You know, he used to sit there and burn ants all day.
Oh.
And then he wrote about it, about nature.
But no one thought that was weird.
Nature. Do you think that was he mentally ill,
No.
Henry Thoreau?
No, we all are. He was fine.
Yeah. Okay.
He was social distancing.
Should we
He
tell
invented
Tony
it.
V? Since Tony V's not here, can we tell the best Tom Hamilton story he has?
Oh, go ahead.
So Tony V's at one of those golf tournaments, and they bring in different people, and Tom Hamilton was there, and Tom would not acknowledge Tony at all.
Why?
I know.
It happened several times.
Several
Nicest guy in the
times.
world, Tony V.
Several
Yeah.
times, and
Oh.
Tony was performing and still wouldn't acknowledge him. So he went over to Tom Hamilton's table and says, "Best rock and roll group ever to come out of the Boston area." Tom Hamilton's listening and goes, "Jake Isles."
Yes.
He goes, "Do you know who I am?" Hamilton says to
did he
Tony.
really? No,
and Tony
I don't.
says, "I do, Down. You know who I am?"
He pulled the do you know who I am?
Yeah, exactly. All right, I do have some real estate tidbits
Yes.
that are very important.
Oh,
I
they
shouldn't have
always
even
are.
left them for the 25th minute here. This is bad. One is very basic. So all of us should have durable power of attorneys on our because what happens if you own something and then you pass away, there's usually a will in place. Your wife would get everything. Your wives would probably get everything, right?
I got to do that, yeah.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about that for a while.
Yeah, leave it to my dog.
Yeah. But what happens if one of you gets incapacitated? And I've had a couple of these lately.
Right.
So with a will, it's easy. You figure out, all right, he's passed away. Do they have a power to
But
sell?
when you're mentally incapacitated, you can't sign any documents that need to be notarized because what you say is, this is my free act and deed. And if you're mentally incapacitated, you can't say that. So nobody can notarize your signature.
So everyone out there should have a durable power of attorney, at least on that. So
I think I just did that at the bank. Does the bank do that?
Yeah.
you could have done
I did
that.
it
Yeah.
for my
Oh, good.
wife. I put
Oh,
my
you did.
wife. I think
Yeah, yeah.
It just said sign this. But it was that was.
I think you
It's a
left.
scam.
I think you left everything
Yeah.
to your wife.
Didn't cost nothing.
Yeah, no, of course it
So
wouldn't.
I said, "What
Was
is
it a
this?"
credit union?
No, it's my bank.
Did you really do that?
yeah,
You should do
Yeah, I
that.
did do it.
Oh, that's a
I
good
gotta
idea.
check the paperwork now.
Yeah.
See if that's I'll sign anything. I'm very trustworthy.
Yeah, I don't care.
Actually, that's a good point. We won't talk about today, but people I've seen, buyers and sellers, are too trustworthy about everything. They just assume everything's going to be done correctly. So I think everyone should be checking over, like their deed. When they get a deed, we don't have any buyers say, "Oh, let me look over that deed to make sure."
Right. Well, like, this is the deed, and
Right.
I would make sure my name was spelled right. And
right.
My marital status was spelled out.
So we had one where a husband and daughter were selling the other day, and when they had bought the property, they just automatically assumed they were husband and wife. And that's a problem. So,
Right.
yes. So here's another example. If you own your property as husband and wife and don't tell the world how you own it, like it should be tenants by the entirety,
Yes.
what would happen then?
It automatically reverts to tenants in common.
Right.
And so your immediate heirs will get your interest
As
in the
opposed to
property.
your spouse. All right?
So like my daughter would get it automatically?
Yeah, not automatic. It'd have to be probated.
Probate.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah,
probate.
yeah, yeah.
And if you don't have a will telling the world that your wife gets everything I own, it would go to, your immediate heirs, your daughter, your
Yeah.
daughter's kids.
If you, yeah, go ahead. No.
She's only 21. She's still in college. She doesn't have,
yeah,
she'll
don't
never
worry.
have kids.
How
She'll
do you
never have
know?
sex because I'm with her all the time.
She's never had
we
sex.
diverted. No.
She's in
never
college.
even been touched. So stop it, all of you.
She goes to the country club of the
Right.
North Shore.
Right, exactly.
Don't worry, she'll get a rich one.
That's what I told her.
We've mentioned this before,
Yeah.
but I figure there's 3 minutes left. If you're buying a house with a boyfriend or girlfriend, you might want to have an exit strategy. All right?
Oh, no, you definitely should have an
I wondered about that
exit.
because I know a lot of people lately.
One of my
How does that
daughters
happen?
is not married, and she's been living with her boyfriend for 10 years.
So
and
maybe it's gonna work
They bought
out.
a house together.
Yeah.
In
Need an
Salem
exit
about
strategy.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I should look into that
Yeah.
paperwork.
Oh, just
Right.
call me. I'll look at it.
She'll look into
for
it.
you.
Yeah, that's true.
But I
That's
know you're really good at.
Yeah, you do a lot of title
Researching.
searches, don't you?
I do. I have.
you're
Yeah,
good.
in
But
his
I've
spare
never-
time.
I've never
Why don't you
said,
be our title examiner in the daytime?
I can do that.
I know.
Get to pay me under the table.
This is a big table. No one would see.
Tony's still under there
He is. Why do I have a rash?
because of his infected, stinky
I
sardine
know.
finger.
I smelled something.
See, we know how to do the callbacks.
Yeah. See, we're professionals.
Yeah,
Right on.
nothing goes by you
Nothing.
two.
No.
You guys like.
No.
If you own a house individually, you better get a will in place. What happens when that person passes away? I know this is a little dry for this show, but I had to get 5 minutes out there.
Yeah.
You have to get a will in place.
Yeah.
Right. Because who does it go to if you pass away?
The government.
Exactly. Probably would
The,
get their
the
hands
bank
into it.
first.
Yeah, the bank always
The
is number one.
town depends what your
Right,
tax
you're pretty
situation.
low on the
if you
totem
haven't
pole.
paid your taxes or anything, and all that.
Right. So I guess our point is
Make plans.
Make
Make
plans
plans
and
for
maybe
your-
review a few things. I love this. I'll tell this story where I was at a closing where this is one of my original closings ever, and I've said it a million times. So the girl didn't know she was buying in North Reading as opposed to Reading because
What?
the broker had told her all the time, yeah, you're buying
It's
on the north side of Reading.
Oh my God.
So she thought it was in Reading, just on the north side.
And she didn't find out till the closing.
To the closing. I said, I'm thinking you have not reviewed anything up to this point. Imagine the look on her face. I was sitting right there. She goes, I thought I was buying in Reading. Well, it's on the north side of Reading.
Oh, my
no,
God.
it's not on the north side of
Well, at
Reading.
least you didn't say Revere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
North Revere is Saugus.
That's true. That's amazing. She
Yeah.
didn't know?
She didn't know.
Wow.
So I guess that's my point. You might want to take. I
should
think
look
we
at
kind of, we always assume all the professionals are doing everything they're supposed to be doing. You might want to take.
Well, you shouldn't
double
buy,
check a few
you
things.
really shouldn't buy a house if you're an idiot. Pretty much.
Well, you'd be surprised.
You know, there must be.
Maybe that'll be today's
I would love
hashtag.
to see your face.
I
Rick.
said
That had
it
to
was
be
my
fantastic.
first year doing. I go, oh my God, are these brokers always like this? You know who I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
True story. 30 years ago, and I still remember it like it was just.
It's more like 35.
I know.
but
I
who's
hate saying that.
counting?
I say, what gigs do you guys? I know it's unbelievable. What gigs you guys got coming up?
Saturday night, I'm at Giggles on
Yes.
Route 1 South. Yes.
Southbound.
Southbound.
Okay.
Route 1
Are you?
Giggles. Yeah.
Might have to. We should go get that.
Well,
Brad.
another thing Tony couldn't do, so I got.
Oh, so you're
I
doing
got-
it. You're like
He's
like
gonna be
mop up
opening
for
for
him.
like
don't
Yeah,
you?
you're picking
he's
up
opening
his
for like
scraps.
Bill Burr, making like $5 million.
That's why we love Tony, because he never knows where he's going. So
Right.
a lot of times he has to call one of us to fill in for him.
Can you? Because he triple books
He
himself.
triple books himself. You open? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling Kathy
Wide
the story.
open.
He's on the couch. He gets a call from his people in Chicago. Says you're on soon.
He goes, no, I'm
No,
not.
I'm not. Doesn't matter that I'm watching the Chicago White Sox on my TV, but I probably won't make it on time. Brad, what do you got coming up?
Nothing. I might go up to see Artie at Giggles.
Yeah,
I might
go
swing
see
by.
Artie.
Maybe they'll let you go on stage for a couple of minutes.
Oh, me and Artie have that.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
at that
Yeah.
level now. We
Yeah.
can
You just walk in.
We don't have to even ask.
Walk in.
Hey, here comes Robin
Actually,
Williams.
next weekend I'm doing another little river cruise out of Gloucester.
Are you?
nice.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. It's like a
I know which one you're
I just
talking
go
about.
America Cruise Line.
I know
Yeah,
who you're
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
I think we did the
And they
guy's
dropped me
closing.
off- They dropped me off the next morning in Bourne. So I'm just going to go overnight. And at a lot of old people. But real quick, I do a couple of these last week.
We're not in a rush.
They come out. I'm doing the show, right? There's about
Yeah.
60 people. They come out with huge hot fudge sundaes for these people
Oh.
and popcorn.
Oh, wow.
I
Really?
said, do you want me to finish the show? He said, do you see the age of these people with pop? I did, pop. And I says,
So
no
hot-
one's sleeping tonight. These poor people will be in the bathroom. You're going to sink because of the flushing that's going to go on later tonight.
I think we did that guy's closing.
Did you
Who owns
really?
that company?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a bunch of years ago. So,
Yeah, they have these little
yeah.
around
So
New
you-
England. They go.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
do
doing that.
just-
How many people on that?
I think like 80.
Yeah.
Real small. Real
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
But they're nice.
Yeah.
In my date book for today, I have Chatham with a question mark.
What's that all about?
You don't know.
I have no idea.
See, we over around Tony too long.
Somebody could call me tonight at like 7:30. Where are you?
Are you ready to go on? And Artie will go, well, I'm in Brewster. I'll be right there.
That's funny.
Well, this is awesome.
We gotta go.
I appreciate you guys coming on.
Love coming.
No one better than you guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. So, thanks for
I
joining
gotta go
me.
make out a will. Goodbye.
Where's the buffet? I thought we would have a buffet.
It's a cigar buffet. Thanks for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party.
for having
Kathy
us.
Holtshouser, paralegal extraordinaire, Brad Mastrangelo, and Artie Januario, the pharmacist. See you next week.
Woo!
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.